Hi everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. I'm back again with another delicious and easy recipe, and today I'll be making this yum looking jollof spaghetti. I mean, who doesn't love jollof spaghetti? So if you want to learn how I put this together, stay tuned, watch to the end of this video, and without further ado, let's just get right into this video. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is stir frying my washed chicken breast. This is already nice and clean. I'll be seasoning with some salt, some Suya Pepper, and some black pepper. You can use any seasoning of your choice. It's totally fine. You can use only salt if you want. Basically, it is totally fine. And you do not necessarily have to use chicken breast because I'm using that. You can use fish, bacon, hot dog, shrimp, whatever you want. Basically, just do you. I'm going to be stir frying this, then I'll chop it into bite sizes and add it to our spaghetti. It's going to make it more delicious, and it's just nice when you take a fork full of spag. There are bits and pieces of chicken, you know, it's just really nice. So it's highly recommended. So I'll stir and I'll be stir frying this for a few minutes, after which I'll take it out of the pan. I'll give it some time to cool down before I chop it into bite sizes. Please check the description box below for the full ingredient and measurement list. It's going to be listed there. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so now. Thank you very much. Also follow me on Instagram if you're not already doing that. My handle is displayed on the screen below. Is at Fiffys_corner. Thank you very much. So now onto my pepper mix. Here I have bell pepper, also known as Tatashe. I have Shombo, also known as chili pepper. I have 1 onion bulb, and I have some Scotch Bonnet pepper. I have the red and green. You can use only red, that is fine. I'm going to give everything a good wash, and I'm going to deseed my Tatashe. You need to deseed your Tatashe because if you blend it with the seed, it's going to taste bitter. You don't need to deseed your chili pepper or your Scotch Bonnet pepper, that is fine. Transfer everything to your food processor. If you don't have a food processor, use a blender, but roughly blend it. Don't make it too smooth. I'll show you the perfect consistency for your pepper mix. So my pepper blend is ready, and this is the perfect consistency for me. This works just fine. So I'll set this aside and we'll move over to our veggies. I have some veggies here. Here I have 1 large carrot, which I'm going to scrape and give a good wash. Here I have 1 green bell pepper, and I also have 1 large yellow bell pepper. I'm not using everything. I'm going to cut them into half, then I'll give them a good wash, and I'll chop them into uniform strip sizes like you see me doing right now. You do not have to use the same color of bell peppers that I use. You can use only yellow or only green if that is what you have, or only red, although I'm out of red right now. Or you can also use any veggies you have available. You don't necessarily have to use the same thing I use. So after this, I'm going to chop chicken breast, the one I stir fried earlier. Here I'm chopping it into bite sizes, and I'll set this aside and we'll move over to the main event, which is cooking our spaghetti. So now onto our spaghetti. I already have some vegetable oil heating up on low heat. I'm just going to transfer my onion. As you can see, the oil is not hot enough, so I have to give it some time to come up. I know this is a lot of onion for some people. Yeah, I'm sorry, I love onion, and this is my favorite way of chopping my onion, in circles like this. This works for me. So I'll just give it a few minutes to come up. Then I'm going to add my ginger garlic paste, which is homemade. I made that myself. And I'm going to leave the link in the description box for how I made my ginger garlic paste, so please make sure to check that out. So I've added my ginger garlic paste. I'm going to stir. I'll let this saute for a few minutes. Then I'm going to add in my next ingredient, which is my tomato paste. So I'm adding that now. I'm going to stir it up together, and I'll let this fry up for a few minutes, basically 5 to 6 minutes. And when you know it has fried up is when you see the tomato paste has crumbled and the oil is floating on top of it. I don't know if it makes any sense, but in a bit I'll show you guys what I mean. So my tomato paste has fried up nicely. Like I said before, the oil is floating on top. It has sweetened, and you know it's ready when you see it like this. Now I'm introducing my pepper mix, and I'm just going to stir to combine properly. I will stir it up together. So this is properly combined, and it's time to introduce some of the ingredients. Here I have some curry powder, some thyme, white pepper, nutmeg. I'm not going to mention everything, but I'm going to highlight them. And also do not forget to check the description box is going to have the complete measurement and ingredients used for this spaghetti, so be sure to check that out. So I'm just going to mix this properly so the spice can combine well with the sauce. And next up, I'm going to bring back our chicken breast, the one we stir fried earlier. I'm just going to bring that now, and I'm going to mix properly so it can marry well with the sauce, and we'll leave this to fry up for about 6-7 minutes, and we'll come back and check on it. But meanwhile, let's boil our pasta. So I already have some water boiling, and I'm going to add my spaghetti into that. I'm adding my spaghetti now. I don't break my spaghetti. You can break yours if you want. I like it really long, so this is fine for me. I'm going to cook this for 4-5 minutes because I want it to be half done, al dente. It's still going to cook in the tomato sauce, so you don't need to fully cook it, and you don't need to add salt because your sauce already has salt, so no need to add anything. So 4-5 minutes later, and my spaghetti is half done. I'm transferring it into my sieve now, which I'm going to run with cold water to stop the cooking process. If you don't do this, your spag is eventually going to become soggy, and you do not want that. So make sure you run it with cold water like you see me doing now. So we'll just quickly do this, and then we'll go back to our pot. So our tomato sauce has fried up nicely and is ready to go. So now it's time to bring back the star of the dish, which is our spaghetti. So I'm just going to be adding that bit by bit to be sure that the spaghetti is not more than the sauce we have. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I have all my spaghetti in there now. Everything went in, so I'm just going to add my meat stock now. This is from some turkey which I boiled earlier, and afterwards I'm going to add some frozen peas and bay leaves, and I'll combine properly and give it a few minutes to completely cook. Remember, the spaghetti is still quite hard, so I'm going to give it some time to complete its cooking process. But first, I'm going to taste it to be sure that the spag is well seasoned and I'm not missing anything. Then I'll come back and check on it. So it's a few minutes later and my spaghetti is well cooked. I'm just going to add my veggies now, and at this point I'll turn off the heat. As you can see, it looks so good. Trust me, it tastes even better. I kid you not. If you enjoyed watching this video, please do not forget to like, subscribe and share this video. I'll really appreciate. Also tag me on Instagram if you recreate this recipe. My handle is displayed on the screen below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye.